I don't know if you lead the team in walks, but you're one of the team leaders in walks. What's been sort of the key to that so far this season?
Just being super selective at the plate. Something we talk about every day is just pitch selection. And for me, honestly, the less I swing, the more success I tend to have just because guys want to nibble at the zone with me. And so that's kind of been my approach this year is just see as many pitches as possible and wait it out until I get a good one.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I'm sure it hasn't been the easiest week for you guys, just in terms of coming off of what was transpired the last week. Just as players, how have you kind of responded to that, and how do you feel like you've kind of taken the messaging and just maybe some of the poor play and kind of tried to rebound?
Yeah, I think Coach challenged us this week to be really competitive, no matter the situation. And that's just been our main focus moving forward from last week on to this week is just competing within the game, pitch by pitch, play by play, inning by inning. And I thought we did a great job of that tonight, and we'll keep that up.
What was his message to the team after the Southern
game? Just got to get better. I don't think he was too happy. I don't think any of us were really that happy. I think that's not something that we want to be remembered for this year. And so I think it's just about how you respond to adversity. And I think that was a pretty rocky patch we just hit, but it's how well we're going to overcome that and move forward as a team together.
What was practice like the next day?
It was a lot of fun, actually. And I know I'm probably crazy for saying that, but very different. But guys were competing in the box. I think we had an inter squad that day where we saw 4 live arms. So a lot of energy that day, and we were playing for something and playing for each other, with each other. And I think as long as we do that, we're in a good spot.
What's been made of the whole phones situation? That's why that's why I could describe it. What was sort of your reaction or you guys' reaction to that thing?
I'm probably more addicted to it than I should be, so it's probably a good thing that I just leave it in the truck. But no, I think it's good. There should be one thought when you come into this place, and that's to win a baseball game and compete your hardest. And if phones are a distraction to that, then there's no reason that they should be in the locker room.
Hitting runners in scoring position, I mean, that's something that's been talked about a whole bunch this season as maybe a weakness of this team so far. What sort of changed tonight for you guys in that aspect?
Yeah, we put a big point of emphasis on it this week in practice, and then about when it comes down to the game, it's just about getting the job done. That's really all there is to it. Is just stepping in the box with the mindset of I'm going to get the job done right here.
What's kind of prevented you guys lately from having that big inning that we saw a lot in the beginning of the season? 5-6 runs.
Yeah. I just think guys, we're not stringing them together. We might, get a single here or a single there, but I think today thought we hit the ball well with guys on base. We took our walks. We didn't strike out a ton tonight, which is huge. I mean, I think in our big inning, they made a defensive error, so that was big for us to get our momentum going. Paxton obviously had a great at-bat and walked right there, so that was huge. So we just got to keep going with moving the offense, and I think sometimes we get a little stagnant in spots, and we just got to get back to getting it to the next guy.
Does a night like this just kind of help build that confidence you're talking about? I mean, you guys came out and put up 10 runs. Just talk about just maybe the confidence it seems.
For sure, I think that's a confidence boost. It's the SEC, though, and I don't think any game is going to be taken for granted here moving forward. So, this one's got to be flushed tonight, and we're on to the next one for tomorrow.
Was part of the issue with, I guess, the hits and runs scoring position, was part of that just maybe just getting out of your approach too quickly and maybe being too eager at the plate?
Possibly. I think, when runners get in scoring position, pitchers are often going to throw, more off-speed pitches. Their intensity is a little bit sharper with runners in scoring positions because they don't want those guys to score, so they're going to make their best pitch. And as hitters, you just have to be super locked into what you're looking for at the plate and super committed to your approach, and I think we were tonight.
Are you like hunting a fastball more in those situations and trying to see if you can get something up that you can drive a little bit, or like what's your sort of approach with 2 strikes?
With 2 strikes, just battle, man. It's just a mindset.
Two runners on it. Yeah.
2 runners on. It just depends on the pitcher. If it's a guy that's going to throw a lot of fastballs, then, that's what I'm going to sit on. If it's a guy that's going to sit there and spin at the bottom of the zone, just try and see him up and get something to hit the other way with some juice.
Would you say the work that you did in the offseason I think you said this just before the season started, that you wanted to sort of improve your ability to just take breaking balls, right? And do you feel like you've done a better job with that this year?
better. Still not as good as I'd like it to be. I think tonight, my fourth at bat, I didn't do a good job of that. So obviously, there's still room for improvement for me, and that's still going to be a big point of emphasis. Thank y'all.
Jared.